How is it going, my fellow Vault Hunters? AzRealPLAYER here, back with another Borderlands 4 video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that could be very exciting for Borderlands 4. What am I going to be talking about? Well, dungeons in Borderlands 4. Yes, they are going to be implemented, and I'm going to talk about how they're going to be implemented, what to expect from them, and much more. First things first, let's talk about silos. Of course, we saw these being showcased in the state of play. So, what are silos? They are abandoned installations from the Order faction scattered across Kairos. When you encounter a silo, it automatically initiates a mission to reclaim it for the Crimson Resistance, with assistance from your robotic companion, Echo 4. Reclaiming a silo offers several benefits as well. Once a silo is secured, the silos will then serve as fast travel locations, facilitating easier navigation across the expansive regions of Kairos. So the cool thing about the silos as well is once you actually capture them, you can use the zip line to go up the hacked communications balloon to initiate gliding, allowing you to then traverse long distances and then reach new areas more efficiently. We see that in action from the state of play footage as well, which was pretty cool. It was giving Destiny Warlock vibes. Upon reclaiming a silo, it will reveal the approximate location of a vault key fragment, guiding you towards these essential items, which will then be used to access these dungeons. So, vault key fragments, what are they and how are they going to work? Well, putting it simply, vault key fragments are going to be the collectible items that you get, and when assembled, they will grant you access to the hidden vaults, high level dungeons filled with obviously challenging enemies, valuable loot. The process will involve locating the fragments by reclaiming the silos. They provide the clues to where you can actually obtain the vault key fragments. Obviously that will encourage exploration. Collecting the fragments and gathering the necessary number of fragments is actually going to be required to unlock the vaults. And once you have enough fragments, of course, then you will be able to enter these high level dungeons. Here's kind of how I think they're going to go and how they're going to actually do this. It's going to have a lot of high intensity battles, you know, waves of enemies. You'll have mini bosses, unique enemies, and of course they'll be tied maybe to that vaults theme. I think they will implement some environmental hazards, you know, traps, you know, lava pits, shifting floors, that type of thing, you know. Each individual vault will obviously likely culminate in a massive cinematic boss battle that you have to defeat. You know, expect unique loot drops from these bosses, including, you know, legendaries or even pearlescents, of course, you know, certain mods or quest items. And to be honest, a lot of speculation is going around the community, and I can kind of see where this is going, but you know, some of these bosses actually may tie directly into the story or lore, especially involving, like, you know, Timekeeper or Lillith. And in terms of endgame and replayability, I think the way they actually go about tackling these is to have scaling difficulty, and also they could actually put these on maybe like a weekly rotation in terms of modifiers. So a certain dungeon could have certain modifiers on a certain week, and also you could have exclusive loot or maybe increased chances to drop, or there could be exclusive class mods or exclusive, you know, character skins for our Vault Hunters, that kind of thing. So there's more incentive there for us to go dive back into these all the time, and they can keep updating it. And I'm all about the Borderlands lore, of course, so in terms of these vaults having and holding lore or story progression, so, you know, backstory on certain characters for the Timekeeper or something like that. They could have Timekeeper's secrets. They could even include puzzles. A lot of these things could be involved in these dungeons. You could even have cutscenes or holograms or audio logs that could flesh out the universe. That kind of thing, I think that's important in Borderlands and to us as the fans and as a community. And regarding the Timekeeper, you know, we know he's a mysterious figure. He was first mentioned in Borderlands 3. He's believed to be a vault monster that was created by ancient Iridians. You know, you have theories out there at the moment that propose that he may be manipulating time or even creating artificial vaults to serve his own purposes. And to be honest, as we delve into these dungeons, you might uncover the clues about his true identity. I want to uncover what the Timekeeper is and what he's doing. Also, you know, Lillith, a prominent character from previous games. There's rumours going around and speculation that Lillith is actually trapped within one of these artificial vaults. So exploring the dungeons could then involve piecing together fragments for her story, potentially leading to her being rescued and seeing what her fate is. But in conclusion, you know, these are not going to be easy to get through. They're going to be very challenging but very rewarding. These are going to be more than that, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of lore. I'm excited to see how this impacts the story of Borderlands, and if they have it tied to Lillith and she is trapped inside one of them, what is the outcome? Why is the Timekeeper creating these artificial vaults? All that sort of stuff. Of course, though, we care about the loot, man. Give us some good loot from these. They're going to be very challenging. I'm excited to get my hands on some, you know, legendaries, pearlescents, potentially, because, you know, it's pretty much confirmed. Just a lot of stuff, man. I'm excited for Borderlands. I can't actually contain my excitement. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And let me know what you think about the addition of these dungeons, vaults that we're going to be going through and having to, you know, piece together the fragments to then have access to. I'm excited, to be honest. I like the concept, just the execution, you know, how they actually go about it. It's going to be interesting and it's exciting. If you want to check out any of my previous videos, I've got plenty and plenty more coming. But that's all for now, guys, and I will catch you in the next video very soon.